back to my channel. How you're doing today? Hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be showing us how to make Pinafore flare dress. We'll start with the upper part. So I have my fabric folded into two. I'm cutting out the front and the back together. This is my starting line. I will divide my shoulder measurement by 2. My shoulder measurement is 16 inches. Divided by 2 is 8 inches. I'll minus 1 inch from 8 inches. I'll mark 7 inches here. I will use 3.5 inches for the wideness of the neck. I'll use 1.5 inches for the back depth. And 3.5 inches for the front depth. I'll connect it. My half length is 17.5 inches. I'll be adding ½ inch for sewing allowance at the lower part. I will go to the lower part here and mark my bust point measurement divided by 2. My bust palm is 8 inches. Divided by 2 is 4 inches. I will connect 7 inches, that's the shoulder measurement minus 1, to meet this 4 inches. I will mark ½ inch for sewing allowance here, and also mark my sewing allowance at the upper part here. I'll mark ½ inch sewing allowance at the upper part here as well. I will go ahead and cut it out. I'm cutting out the back neckline. I'll be cutting out the front neckline. So I will split it open. I'm splitting the front part open. This is the front, this to the back. So I will set this aside. We'll be cutting out the lower part. We're going to be cutting the lower part. The dress full length is 60 inches minus half length. Half length is 17.5 inches. So if you minus 17.5 from 60, you'll be left with 42.5 inches. That's the length we're going to be cutting out. I'm cutting out 280-degree flare. I will divide the waist measurement by 3.14. 3.14 is the formula for 180-degree flare. So 34 is the waist measurement. 34 divided by 3.14 is 10.8. I will just make it 10.5. 10.5 is the radius, and I will add the length to it. So that's 53 inches. Whole length, so I'm going to be folding 53 inches. Both the length and the radius is 53 inches. Or the normal length I'm going to be cutting out is 43 inches. I will fold my fabric into 2. So my fabric is folded into 2. So I will fold it again. Now I have my fabric folded into 4 in a triangle form. So I have up to here 53 inches because I'll be joining it here. You know, we are making use of a anchor fabric. It's no more than 45 inches length, so we'll be joining the lower part. I'll quickly mark my radius, which is 10.5 inches. So I'll mark 10.5 inches right from the upper part round. Right from the upper part here, I will take 53 inches round. So I'm still taking 53 inches round. I'll just add ½ inch for sewing allowance. So this is 53 inches, and I've already marked out my 10 inches, the radius. So I will cut it out. cut out the lower part. I will add fabric to this side to meet up with the length of the dress. So if you're adding to this side, make sure you fold the material into two. I'm not splitting the back side open. You place it like so. So we're cutting it in order to meet up with the length of the dress. I will pin them together. I'll turn it to this side. I need to trim the excess fabric out. As you can see, they are now equal. I'll show you how you can join these to the more fabric. You look for the midpoint. This is the midpoint. You join the midpoint together. So you open it like so. You stitch this all through to this side, and then stitch this to this side. I'll be adding lining to the upper part. I'll be using this black material. I cut out the lining the same way I cut out the fabric. So I'll be using the lining to turn it. I will place it like so. I will use the lining to turn the neckline. This side. I will leave this side open and the shoulder side open. I will do the same thing for this side. And this is the back. I will also use the lining to turn the back. So I place it right side facing right side. I'll stitch the neckline on the side. After stitching it, I will turn it inside out. For the lower part, that's the flared, I will go ahead and join this bottom part together. I already pin it. I'll use half inch to join them together. After I've done that, I will stitch the side. It's only one side that is open. I'll take half inch twice, stitch it all the way to the length. I'll stitch this side also. So guys, I stitched just the neckline. I would like to join the shoulders before stitching up the side. I'll take one of the front, place it like so, right side facing right side. So I'll make sure the lining and the print are lined together. I'll use half inch to stitch it here. I will grab the other side. I'll place it like so. So I'll open it up like so, stitch it. After I've done that, then I will stitch up the side. So guys, I'm done stitching the shoulders and the side. After stitching it, I turn it right from the bottom part here and give it a good press. This is the inside and the outside. So this is the band. Wideness of the band is 2.5 inches, and the length is ×2 of the waist measurement. 34 × 2, that's the length of the band. So I ironed very light interfacing on both sides. I cut out 2.5 inches ×2 of the waist measurement, and these 2.5 inches ×2 of the waist measurement. I want it to be 1.5 inches after sewing it. I iron half inch on each side inside. I'll be using it for the allowance. So this is half inch and this is half inch. I will join this and the upper part and the lower part together. So I will look for the midpoint of this upper part. This is the midpoint. I will look for the midpoint of the band. I'll place it like so. You match the midpoint together. I will take the lower part. This is the midpoint of the lower part. Place it on this side like so. This is on this side, and I will place this on this side, the midpoint. I will take the other bit, look for the midpoint also, and turn it like so. So you're using this to cover the rough edges. I will pin everything together. I will take one of these, open it like this, match it with the ends of the lower part. I will place this here and take this, make sure they align together, and place this here. You see? Then I will use this upper part to cover it up. I will pin them together. I will pin the remaining one. When I get to the edge of the bed, I will turn it right side facing right side. I will stitch it up like so, turn it back, and stitch up the remaining part. I will take this side also, match it up with the lower part, that's the flare. You make sure they are aligned together. Place this on top. So we stitch here and stitch up the remaining bit. So guys, I'm done stitching it. This is the inside. Knot it here. And this is the lower part. So I've hemmed this side with 1 inch. I also hem the lower part with 1 inch. This is the front. This is the back. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video guys, please give it a thumbs up. I will see you guys in my next one. If you're here for the first time, please subscribe to my channel. Love you guys. Bye.